All right, with me now, the first rapper ever to be nominated for an
Yes,
Emmy,
yes,
T.O.N. Easy. Tones, how
yes,
are you, my friend?
yes, sir. I'm good. I'm out here in sunny California right now, Los Angeles.
Yeah, let's get right to that. You're there for the Justified Season 5 premiere. It's got to be an amazing time.
Oh yeah, crazy. It's crazy. Red carpet, lights flashing, actors, a lot of money floating around. It's incredible.
Tell us about your new song. It's going to be part of the Season 5, Episode 1. Boom.
Yes, boom. Okay, it's a track produced by HT Productions. He's a young producer. It has a West Coast feel to it, sort of like a early Dr. Dre vibe, and they needed some music for a scene in episode 1. So naturally, they hit me up because I supplied them with a lot of music, sent them the track, and it's in season 5, episode 1.
I'm looking
So it's
forward
kind
to
of
it
kind of
tonight.
got a nice jump off. Yes, comes on tonight only on FX.
That's
Only. Wow.
fantastic. Folks, if you have heard this track, if you watch Justified, you know his work. It is the Emmy nominated song, Long Hard Time to Come. Fantastic riff.
Yes.
It is sort of kind of become this iconic song, similar to, I compare it to
Mm.
the Sopranos thing. You just hear a few bars, next thing you know, you're
Yep.
singing right along, man. It is a
Oh
fantastic,
yeah.
fantastic.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The other part of this I think is really cool. Tell us what it was like. You got to actually play a role as one of Limehouse's henchmen. You were in a couple episodes. Tell us what
Yes.
that was like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I actually met with when I was on set. I just went on set just to kind of hang out, and I met Michael T. Williamson, who's probably best known for Bubba on Forrest Gump. But he's done countless other movies, but I'm sure people know him a lot for that. And I was on set and I just made a comment like, man, y'all should put me in some of these episodes, and I got the call, and they had me come in and be one of Limehouse's henchmen. I was in season 3 and in season 4. Not a big giant role, but it was a little part in there. Character's name is Barnes.
It's fantastic. It's a great opportunity
Yep.
and a pretty cool experience. Right? You met Oliphant and probably some of the different other cast members. And
Oh man, I know them. Like last night at the premiere, he Timothy, he calls me Stud. That's yeah. He said, "Hey, what up, Stud?" I go, "Hey, Tim." But I know everybody. Everybody on the set. Walter, Erica, everybody. I mean, I got pictures of all of them, but we're all like cool. We all stay in contact outside of the show. It's everybody's cool. The writers, everybody's cool. Like seriously, I ain't just saying that because there were some boneheads on there. I'd be shouting them out right now, but everybody's cool.
tell me about the style of music that you're working on right now. Obviously, I think this whole Gangstagrass thing is just so cool. It is such a nice,
Yes. Yeah.
refreshing bridge
Mhm.
between genres that just, you and I can sit down and just jam together. Oh man, I tell you what, it was so awesome. I don't even know how to put this
Yeah,
into
man.
words. It was so cool.
Well, you just did. Well, you know what? We actually have some stuff we're working on. I have him on some of my projects, and I'm on his projects because Gangstagrass isn't actually a group. It's just like a movement. But the sound and what attracted people to it is with myself and Wrench, who pretty much created Gangstagrass. When we combine, that's when you get the theme song, and you get the album we put out and all the songs people love, and we also have music on Bones and a new TV show on the History Channel coming out called Appalachian Outlaws. They use the songs with me and Wrench on them because that's the sound that people. That's it's like the perfect marriage. You know what I mean? It's like Guru and Premier from Gangstar. That kind of sound. Now he works with other artists and other rappers, and they're dope. Don't get me wrong, everybody's dope, but it's something special when me and him work together. And so we definitely stay on each other's projects, and hopefully we'll be able to put out another album with just Gangstagrass featuring Tones and give the fans, what they want to hear.
Oh, that's the best news I've had all day, my friend. You've got to keep me in touch with that because that's
Definitely.
fantastic news. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah, man.
how many times are you hanging out and people are rolling up to you going, "Hey," and they call you Style?
Whoa. That happens. Yeah, you went there. That happens pretty much if I'm at an event that's dealing with the pure hip hop fans who know what happened, who know about me from back in the days. But there's a few people who are now new fans that they do the Google and they find out, and I get a few of them, but not many. You're like number 7 so far.
I'm the old school reference number 7. I'll take that.
Yeah, man.
It's funny.
Yeah,
I tooling around the photos today. I was looking at the premiere photos that you had posted and all that kind of stuff on Facebook, and I wanted to touch on you have a little note there about being influenced by both Michael Jackson and Jim Morrison. Now yes. There was a bit of a Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney moment where we had growing up with Ebony and Ivory, but I can't even really envision Jim and Michael hanging out together. So tell me how that inspiration comes together for you.
Well, I think Mike influenced pretty much everyone. Not just the music, but as a kid, I mean, who didn't like Mike even when he was a kid? You know what I mean? So he influenced I guess it was just energy that he brought in everything. Even when he sat there and spoke all lightly, it still seemed like he had energy resonating off of him. It was just crazy and just the showmanship, and it got me more into wanting to perform more. Actually, that's where Mike came in, and just being ahead of his time. Jim Morrison, on the other hand, is he's a poet, and just the fact that he would do things like, let's go over there and just start a riot, see what happens, like that curiosity that he always has and always had, and the writing that he had was crazy. I don't know if people give him enough credit for his writing, because he couldn't really sing that well. Everybody knows that, but he sang what he's saying pretty good, but his writing was out of here. And I think he was ahead of his time, and I think guys like him and Mike and even Kurt Cobain and people like that, and even nowadays Prince, I still think those guys are like the world. We need to catch up with them. So as far as inspiration, I mean, Jim Morrison just got me more into words and saying, being very blatant with what you're saying and very straightforward, but still having some sort of wow, the way he put those words together. Because anybody can sit around and open a dictionary and just get all lyrical. But I think, people like Jim Morrison who said these things that they sounded abstract, but they really weren't. They were pretty much straightforward. So that just influenced my writing, and Mike influenced just showmanship and just energy and just wanting to be in the business, wanting to do music and perform.
I'll quote the great B.B. King when he just says, "Those are some heavy lyrics."
Yep.
That's one of my great B.B. King moments where that's it.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you see how he said it nice and straightforward, but look how much weight it held.
Yeah, I definitely can't agree more about Michael Jackson. I mean, who in 1983 wasn't just consumed by Thriller and everything that was? It was like this huge pinnacle moment, not only of where he had been in the past, but then I'll call it kind of paved the road to a completely different future. Just amazing what he was able to accomplish.
And you could just see him and Quincy in the studio together, like not a million people around, no flunkies. I mean, you can tell when more people started hanging around him. Because I don't think the music suffered. I think people have this thing that people should always take it back to something. Oh, he needs to go back to this and back to that. I mean, how is any musician or artist supposed to move forward when everyone's trying to always take it back? You can't go back. You can't try to recreate, like when Wu-Tang tried to recreate 36 Chambers and came out, and then they, when they tried to do that, with Wu-Tang Forever, it's like, what are you doing? You can't recreate that. Yo, starving, splitting chicken wings and french fries between like 12 dudes with 340s. You can't do that, and all you guys are millionaires now. It's just not. You can't do it. Move forward.
And it's interesting because I think one of the problems in the music industry is that artists are constantly hearing that kind of stuff, and of course the record labels push them to make some money, so it's always about that. And reality is, you know what? Sometimes you hit, and sometimes you miss, and sometimes. People love your song, but it didn't make the radio, so you're not making any money on it, but we're all listening to it at home, and you play it in a concert, we go berserk. So you just kind of have to chill out on that. It's funny you bring that up because that's kind of what we're watching. I don't know if you follow U2 at all, but they have a big new album coming out here soon. A lot of us are all watching, how they're going to rebound from the last one, right? Because the last one was kind of like, it's all right.
But you know what? When you're at that iconic status, man, it's like they don't even have, like, right now, nowadays record sales are suffering anyway. The fact that I moved a couple of 100,000 of that theme song and our independent album is out of this world that happened, considering there's no big label behind us. But you know, when you look at people like U2 and people like that, they don't even go off record sales anymore because they can move 100,000 albums, but then make 40 million on tour.
Yeah.
So, and you know, and people could just download it anyway. I mean, which
Right.
is what they're doing. So, I mean, I don't even think they're making music to sell records anymore because even the record labels know you're not gonna move those units, man. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, you're lucky. And you know, Wayne moving 1 million in a week. Well, you know he ain't moving no 1 million in a week. Come on, you know what I'm saying? That's knocked off. You know what I mean? It's just, but it's like perception. It's like back in the days when you put it out there that a person sold a certain amount, and it makes people curious, and so they go buy it. Like how did my man? Because I'm a big Oasis fan. So like when Noel Gallagher said, "Hey, if you tell 100,000 people you're the best band in the world, 50% of them are going to believe it." So just open up discussion, and then you become popular. So it's the same thing with sales. I mean, you know, ain't nobody really moving the units they claiming they moving. So, you know, it's all about that touring stuff, man.
And that's the power of you know, magazines like Rolling Stone for years, right? If they gave something a rage review, you were in because people just believed it. It didn't matter if it was really good or not. They got home and listened to it and went, I don't know what's going on.
They were the Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. They were this. Yeah. So what's next now? I mean, obviously you got this stuff going on. You're working on another album. What do we got going on?
Yeah. Well, actually, the new stuff I got coming, it's on the lines of the track Boom. What I did was I got such a good response from Boom that I'm kind of the same cat that did the music for that. I'm kind of blending. I'm doing something in hip hop that hasn't been done. And that's a West Coast producer producing a whole East Coast artist project. Now, you've had Dre do beats on people's albums and a couple of West Coast people work, but they've never done a full album. Like, you know what I mean? It's never been done. So, you know me, I'm Mr. Never Been Done guy. So, and musically, you know, I've never done that. You know what I mean? And most people have never done that. I mean, they've worked with producers that produce their whole album, but not from different coasts. Like, you know what I mean? And
absolutely.
I think this young kid, man, he's HT Productions. He embodies it. It's weird because he calls himself the Caucasian Dre.
That's a great nickname, right?
He captured it though. But he didn't. It's not like he's just emulating Dr. Dre's sound. It's like he took it and he just enhanced it. It's crazy. Like you hear it in Boom. Boom is so crazy that it's like, I don't know, man. We got enough. There's gonna be a whole project full of that.
I'm gonna have to.
I might holler at Snoop to jump on the track or something, just to do a hook or something, just to give her a little bit more West Coast feel to it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to use that as the title, the Caucasian Dre. All right. Before we close out, hit me up with the website information, how people can hook up with you and know what's going on.
Yes, it's www.T.O.N.E, so it's TONE-Z, all small letters.com. And you can get my Twitter and Facebook, all of that is on there.
We're going to send links to all that. We'll probably put an embed there, the Boom video, so you can see the latest, greatest that he's doing. It's fantastic stuff. It's great to finally get a chance to catch up with you, my friend.
Yes, sir. So you got my number. Lock my number in.
That's what we're going to do. We'll keep in touch, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care. God bless.
All right, man. Peace.